Hi everyone, I'd like to take a few minutes to walk you through how to get started in this class. First of all, I want to emphasize that this is a synchronous online class. That means that while it's an online class, we still have mandatory meetings. So every Tuesday and Thursday from 12 to 12:50, we'll meet virtually. So let's talk about how you access this class digitally. From the course contents, click on Weekly Virtual Meetings. Under Virtual Meetings at the top, you'll see a link that says How to Attend Class from Home. There's a couple of videos from our distance learning department that will help you out. But essentially what you're going to do is click on the mandatory class meetings next to this purple link. The purple icon is for Collaborate. That's our Zoom tool that's within our learning management system. Many of you all who have been at Blue Ridge last semester have used it, so you should be familiar with it. But every Tuesday and Thursday, I'd make sure that you're ready to go at about 11:50. Click on this link and join the class. I'll enter a little bit early to make sure that our audio and video is working, and we'll start sharply at 12 o'clock and finish class at 12:50 every Tuesday and Thursday. Now you'll notice also another link that says Optional Virtual Meetings. These are designed for my asynchronous online classes, and I want to give them an opportunity to interact with me virtually in a live setting, and we're going to do that Thursday at 1 to 2 p.m. and I'd like to invite each of you to join those as well. What we're going to be doing is going over problems and answering questions and sort of a Q&A session to help students along. Those are totally available to you, and what I'll do is send you a link every Thursday morning to a different Collaborate session that you can join. But the 12 to 12:50 sessions Tuesday and Thursday, again, are mandatory and required for this class. So let's head on back here to the course home and talk about a few other key things. Now, we're going to go over all of this during our first meeting on Thursday of this week. But I'd like to take the opportunity to review it with you here, and if you have any questions, you can certainly ask me on Thursday. My contact information is here. Hopefully you've watched this brief welcome video already. The best way to reach me is by email. Now, how this course works, I'll give you a quick overview. Our learning objectives are here, and again, we're going to focus on the macroeconomy of the U.S., the ups and downs of our overall economy, and we'll explain that in Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. But basically, this course is broken down into about 12 different units. We'll cover about 10 to 12 different chapters in our virtual textbook. And every Tuesday, when we meet for class, I'll go over our assignments and discuss due dates with you. In general, most due dates are Sunday, but there are some exceptions to that. Now, course communication. Best way to reach me again is via email. I'm going to respond to your emails within 24 hours. Might be a little longer during the weekends, but I try and stay in touch with you. I want to emphasize that you should establish your online accounts here at Blue Ridge. One thing that's important for this class is your webmail. So if you have any questions about establishing your Blue Ridge Gmail account, let me know. I also recommend logging on to My Blue Ridge. We won't be using My Blue Ridge for this class, but it has all of your class scheduling and registration information and grades. It's essentially all of your student data in one place. We will be using something called Cengage MindTap. That's where you'll find our digital textbook and our homework assignments. So we'll talk about that in just a minute on how to get logged in. Before we do, let's talk about your syllabus. Your syllabus is in a Word document. And in the Word document, you'll find, again, my contact information, a description of the course, and our learning objectives, what we intend to do, as well as the name of our textbook. I also want to point out how the grade will break down this semester. We'll have some pre-lecture assignments. Again, we'll talk about each of these once we open them up in a little bit. You have exams in this class that are going to be take-home exams, and I'll explain those as we get closer to our first one. There'll be 3 of them. You have quizzes and surveys, and then problem sets. And even though this is a synchronous class, it is still an online class. So we'll be conducting discussions in this class. And your grade is based on a 10-point grading scale. I also want to emphasize my late work policy. No late work is accepted in this class. However, I totally understand the stress that students are under, particularly during this crisis. You might be experiencing a loss of income, or maybe you just have a busy job, a family life, children. I totally understand that. I think having due dates and sticking to them is important. However, I want to encourage you to reach out to me at any time during the semester, set up an appointment so we can discuss how you can manage this course load. You can also find a course schedule. Course schedule will give you an overview of the chapters we're going to cover. It gives you a breakdown of each exam, and as well as our winter break and spring break dates for this semester. Now let's talk real quickly about the course materials that you're required to have. The main thing is that you have access to something called MindTap from Cengage, and you will go to the bookstore and buy a Cengage Unlimited Pass for about $120. That's going to give you an access code, and that access code will allow you to register for Cengage Unlimited. Your next step, once you have that code, is to click on this link. That little blue circle is the Cengage icon, and that'll walk you through the registration process. Once you've registered, you'll be able to land at our MindTap homepage. And point out one thing that I think is important is that you can access the textbook directly through this page, and you'll see this blue icon on the right. If you click on that blue icon, let's expand it, and you can find our textbook. Over here is a table of contents, and you can dive in and start reading chapter 1. Scroll through the pages as you wish, and you can close that back out. That is required for this class. It is possible also to rent a hardbound textbook, but that's totally up to you. If you need help with that, I'd be happy to do it. If you have any technical problems logging in to Cengage, make sure that you click on this technical help link, and that'll walk you through some common problems. If that's not helpful, then reach out to me directly. Send me an email, and hopefully I'll be able to work through your problem and get you set up. So what's next? On Thursday, log into class, and we'll talk about the Getting Started unit. That's going to walk you through your first round of assignments. Until then, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Otherwise, I'll see you noon on Thursday. Take care, everyone, and have a Happy New Year.